Pahrump Early Learning Academy, our goal is to provide a complete nurturing environment for the growth and development of the whole child, socially, emotionally, physically, and intellectually. Children are natural explorers and need hands-on experiences to help stimulate their own imaginations. We strive to meet the needs of each individual child at their developmental level through planned activities, plus help each child attain a higher level of achievement. Call 751-5335 for more information.
News 46 is brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 751-0349. News is also brought to you by Smitty's Cards and Coins. Would you like to know what your collectibles are worth? Come by 2281 Postal Road, Unit 4, across from the post office. News is also brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community.
Tonight on News 46, voters cast their ballots for the primary election. Kids, get out your cameras for a film contest, and the community rallies support for Mikey. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell and Jason Kodlitz. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, June 10th, 2014, primary election day. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. If you haven't had a chance to get down to your local polling place and cast your ballot, and you're watching our 5 o'clock broadcast, there's still time to vote. The polls close tonight at 7 p.m. We caught up with Nye County Clerk Sandra Molino to find out more.
We've been slow but steady, so we didn't have any big lines this morning like we normally do. But as I said, it's been steady, no real problems or anything. So we're voting at J.G. Johnson and the Bob Roop Community Center today. The polls close at 7 o'clock. And then we hope to have results at the very latest 10:30. But it could be earlier, but we just don't want to give an earlier deadline because I don't want anybody to expect it. So
will they be online?
Eventually, but first, normally we have a lot of people in our office asking for those results. So we get those to the people at the counter, usually the newspapers and everybody else. Then I scan and put it online.
And then people, when they want to come in to vote today, it ends at 7. What should they have with them to be prepared?
Basically, they don't need to show ID. As long as we have them in our roster, we have their signature in our roster, they can just go up and we verify their signature when they sign in to vote.
And then if they need help at the actual polling locations, the ballot?
We have workers that will help them. I have my staff on hand at both places, so we will also assist if anybody needs help.
We just end early voting. Do you have numbers in for that, or do you calculate those numbers at this point?
Well, we had about 3,400 early voters, but no, we do not tabulate and release results till after 7 o'clock.
And as far as the state results or any other election results, will you be having them on the Nye County website or no?
Eventually, I will scan them onto the Nye County website, but really the best place for everyone to go for results is the Secretary of State's website, because they receive results from all of the counties. Some are earlier than we are. That's the best place to go.
So it's going kind of slow today. Do you guys have any numbers as far as what who's voted so far as numbers?
You know, we had close to 800 about 10 o'clock. We should be doing another count here about 2 o'clock to see how much we've had between 10 and 2.
And we'll bring you those primary election results on tomorrow night's broadcast. The idea of summer and graduating now brings a completely different relief to many, and it's sad to say that at least for now your kids are safe from school shootings. Today, school was in session at a high school near Portland, Oregon for another school shooting, which left 2 students dead, the shooter and another student. A teacher received minor injuries. The shooter died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The cause and further details have yet to be released. Late last month, L.A. Roger killed 6 people and wounded 7 others in a school shooting in Santa Barbara, California. Roger recorded YouTube videos talking about his intentions and the reasons behind them. Roger said that that he felt rejected by the female students, he intentionally targeted women on the university's campus. The close-knit law enforcement family and the entire community remain in mourning after 2 officers and a civilian were killed Sunday in Las Vegas. A vigil was held last night at Stewart and Nellis outside the Cece's Pizza restaurant, where officers Igor Soldo and Alan Beck were killed in cold blood. They also paid tribute to Joseph Wilcox, who was shot to death inside a Walmart nearby. The people honored their memories through song and prayer. When we come back from this break, we're going to show you what they're calling an ice water bucket challenge.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Integrity Taxi. Reliable, safe, and fun. Call Integrity Taxi at 751-1111.
Welcome back to News 46. We showed you this on yesterday's broadcast. Assemblyman James Oscarson and Commissioner Dan Chinhoffen did the Ice Water Bucket Challenge, and they asked other people to participate in it as well. Today, the owner of Big Dick's Pizza promoted and participated in the Ice Water Bucket Challenge for a 7-year-old student at Hafen Elementary School who's battling leukemia.
Today we're doing a call out that involves a fundraiser for little Mikey who has leukemia. We're going to help people of town get the knowledge of it, raise some funds to help this poor child out who needs some medical attention, needs some of his bills covered, which we've been doing it through various businesses around town. We're just one of them that's been called out. Our entire crew and their children are going to participate today. We also are going to, on July the 12th, have a spaghetti dinner down here, which is a donation for Mikey and to help raise some funds for that situation too.
You guys are down here at the Maverick?
We've just come down here on May 1st. This is our second location to help distribute our product on the north end of town, because it will help our customers save a lot of time in delivery. And the south end of town will get the same gracious business that they've had down there, and now the north end of town will be able to enjoy the food and have better time on their deliveries.
So for pickup, delivery, takeout, how can they get in touch?
They can call us at this location, which is Maverick 751-9997, and the location on the south end is 751-3624.
Tell me what you guys are going to be doing here. What's the challenge?
The challenge is we've been called out to either donate $100 by each one of the restaurant owners, or to spend $10 and take a bath in cold ice water. So what we've done is we've decided we'd donate the $100 anyways, but we've also got other participants that want to join in the challenge at $10 a head and help to raise the funds for this Mikey, who has the leukemia, and be able to help them raise funds to take care of the doctor's bills and things that are necessary for him to get well.
You can actually go to our fund that we set up online. The website is www.gofundme.com/support Mikey and Ashley. Alternative ways to donate, you can go to Nevada State Bank, and the name on the account is Something Positive Inc. The account number is 252-017-256.
Good luck with your journeys, Mikey. Hilarious. I got to tell you that yesterday, Assemblyman James Oscarson did challenge Fire Chief Scott Lewis, the CEO of Desert View Hospital, who is Kelly Adams, and also as well, if I can remember, Superintendent Dale Norton from the Nye County School District. Dale Norton has said that instead of doing the Ice Water Bucket Challenge, he has donated $200 to help Mikey and his family. Fire Chief Scott Lewis today at 4 p.m. did the Ice Water Bucket Challenge, and we'll be showing you that. And next Monday is scheduled Kelly Adams from Desert View Hospital to do his challenge. And if you would like to donate, please go to the GoFundMe website and help out Mikey and his family. Subway's also holding a fundraiser for Mikey, and here's Stacy Bibby with more information.
Well, we're going to do a cookie fundraiser for Mikey. He's 7 and he just got diagnosed with leukemia. We're going to donate all the profit from a dozen cookies.
So if people come here for a certain amount of time, how long is it going to be?
It's going to be June 11th through June 17th.
And the profits are going to go to Mikey and his family. Tell me how you guys got involved in this.
The family reached out to our owner and asked if we could help to raise some money to help them out. So,
Can they also donate here if they'd like to, or is there a donation jar?
yes, we will have a jar that they can donate if they just want to give the family money, then we can do that.
Tell me where the Subway locations are.
There's one located inside of Walmart, and then the other one's on Highway 372 next to KFC.
And the one inside Walmart's 24 hours?
Yes, it is. So you get cravings in the middle of the night, go get a dozen cookies.
No one comes together like Pahrump when somebody's in need. I'm so proud. A California judge ruled as unconstitutional today the state's teacher tenure, dismissal, and layoff laws, saying they keep bad teachers in the classroom and force out the good ones. The ruling was hailed by the nation's top education chief as bringing to California and possibly the nation an opportunity to build a new framework for the teaching profession. Nevada State Parks is offering free day use admission to celebrate Discover Nevada State Parks Day, an official Nevada 150th event, this Saturday, June 14th at all 23 Nevada State Parks. We'll be back with more news after this break.
I'm Norma Jean with Realty Executives in Action. Do you have any real estate plans for 2014? Why not put your plans in the hands of an executive? It costs no more to have the very best. Put our experience to work for you.
Today's news is brought to you in part by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrumps optometrist since 1990, offering full-spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300.
It's snake season. No, it's not the same as barbecue season, at least for most of us. News 46 caught up with Animal Control Officer Levi Gregory to find out what to do if you come face to face with a reptile.
We have, 6 different snakes. We have a gopher snake, a king snake, a red racer. Racers come in different colors, so not necessarily all are red. And then we have our poisonous snakes. And all of our snakes in this valley that are poisonous have rattles, which is easy for us to tell which ones are which.
We're looking at a baby sidewinder. Tell me what a sidewinder is.
Sidewinder. It has horns on its head. The baby we have only has 2 buttons, or a button and a rattle. It's really young, probably only shed 2 to 3 times. It is a poisonous snake, so please do not pick it up. Call us.
Let's talk a little bit about poisonous snakes and babies. And there's a common kind of knowledge or information that goes around about babies being more poisonous than others. They don't know when to let go. Maybe they don't rattle to warn you.
Yes, baby rattlesnakes, they have a button. They don't have enough rattles. If they haven't shed enough times, then the rattles will be really small and you can't really hear them. Their venom, they have the same venom as an adult. The only problem is a baby rattlesnake does not know when to stop. It'll push all its venom that he has in its glands on every single bite.
Let's talk about if you are bit by a rattlesnake.
If you are bit by a rattlesnake, stay calm, call a paramedic, get to the hospital so you can get some antivenom in your system.
If you see a snake in your yard, what should you do?
You see a snake in your yard, leave it alone, call us. I will be glad to come pick it up.
Because a lot of people try to handle the snakes. They're not quite sure which ones are venomous, which ones are not. It's very common that gopher snakes are mistaken for a rattlesnake.
Yes, gopher snake is the imposter. They love to flare their heads. They shake their tails into grass and dry leaves to make it sound like a rattle. But they do have a slender head and a slender tail. They have no rattles on them. If you're ever in doubt, just call us to come pick it up. But gopher snakes are not poisonous and they do not have a rattle.
You find out about what snakes are common to southern Nevada, how to identify them, and then usually just call animal control if you're not sure.
There is a great website. Nevada Cooperative Extension, Nevada Department of Wildlife, has a nice pamphlet that you can look up online. And it will tell you our poisonous snakes in the valley. But they do not go over too many of our non-poisonous, only the poisonous a lot.
And so there's ways to identify whether they're poisonous or not poisonous, like you were talking about the tails being thinner or the heads being thinner?
Yes, a poisonous snake has a nice a broad head, a non-poisonous snake. They are thinner. Their bodies for a poisonous are broader, and they have rattles. A non-poisonous has a narrow head, a thinner body, all the way to a thin tail.
Levi loves snakes. He's promised to show us his 10-foot boa constrictor, I think it is, named Monty, very soon, so we'll be bugging him about that. Here's Ed Underhill with some information for kids who are interested in filmmaking.
Well, we're starting a thing coming up this week. We'll be distributing this flyer. It's a challenge from the local Masonic Lodge to the kids in this valley, high school age or thereabout, on a homemade DVD contest. Now, what we want them to do is make their own home movie. Using their own creativity, they can make a movie like a horror film or a love story or a drama or anything they can come up with.
How long should it be?
Between 5 and 15 minutes long, and we want them to use a script and a director and so forth, that just like, the big folks make their movies, and these movies are due in by the 15th of October.
Okay.
And we will judge them.
October, not August, right?
I'm sorry, that's August, correct.
The 15th of August?
15th of August. Cut that out. Anyway, we're going to give them trophies and cash prizes, and also any fees that might go into the International Film Fest if they want to enter that. Okay. Now, this weekend is part of that International Film Fest, but there'll be another one in September. Yeah. And so this would be part of that.
And so how can they enter this contest? They need to pick up these flyers, or can they contact you?
You can contact me at 702-686-7433 or through the Masonic Lodge here in town, just the numbers on the lodge. And also these flyers will be going out to all the schools this week. Okay. The high school, and we're talking about Nye County. So we're talking Beatty, Tonopah, Round Mountain, all of the schools, man. Well, this is going to be quite the competition. And the Masons and the Eastern Star are going to judge these movies, and we're just going to have more fun. Everybody wins. That's the idea, is everybody wins.
News 46 caught up with filmmaker Paul Van Zyl at the High Desert International Film Festival.
It's a short movie. It's called Elegy for a Revolutionary.
Mm-hmm. It's about apartheid, right?
It's about apartheid. It's a true story. It happened in 1965 in South Africa. The group was called the African Resistance Movement, and it was a bunch of university students who wanted to do something about apartheid, and we turned to violence in order to abolish apartheid.
So what gave you the inspiration to do this film? Why did you decide to?
Well, it's a piece of South African history. I think it's a very important piece. I want to give a biography to South Africa, and it's a great story. It's all about betrayal, and betrayal that doesn't know any limits. It's a personal story, and I wanted to tell it, and it's taken me all this time.
Tell me a little bit about the making of the film.
It was a long time in the making. I wanted to do it as a feature film, and it was difficult to raise the funds, so we decided to do a short as a promotional piece to help raise the funds. We had difficulty shooting it in South Africa because it's a little controversial, so we didn't get much support, and I started co-producing it with a company called Market Street Productions in Los Angeles, and we did the short as a piece to try and help raise funding for the future.
How's it doing at the festivals?
It's doing pretty good. I think the movie's it's 20 minutes, so it's a little too long for most festivals, but it's generating a lot of attention, and I'm very proud of the piece. I think it's it's a good story, and I think it's something that needs to be told.
Angela Miles reports in today's First Business Brief.
This is the first business brief for Tuesday, June 10th. I'm Angela Miles. Better days are ahead, according to some economists. A new survey predicts 3.1% growth in the third quarter and 3.2% in the fourth quarter. Comparable to others in the financial sector, survey respondents pointed to the harsh winter weather as having stymied economic growth in the first quarter. Economists expect pent-up demand to give a healthy boost to growth in the March through June period. McDonald's sales are rebounding in China. A year ago, fast food sales were suffering from the avian flu outbreak, but in the latest sales figures for May, McDonald's sales rose 2.5% in overseas regions that include China. Under the golden arches in the U.S., sales slipped 1%. And President Obama issues an executive order that seeks to help millions manage their student loan debt. About 5 million borrowers will be allowed to cap their loan repayments at 10% of their monthly income. That's the first business brief. I'm Angela Miles.
And after the break, we'll tell you what's in store for your weather.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body.
Hello and welcome back to News 46. Today is Tuesday, June 10th. Today we had sunny skies with a high of 103 degrees. Your average temperature at this time of year is 97 degrees. Winds are coming from the south-southwest today at 9 miles per hour with gusts up to 28 miles per hour. So we had some pretty high winds out there. The UV index today was 10, which is very high. Humidity was at 18%. Sunrise is at 5:26 this morning, and the record high in 1996 was 108 degrees. Tonight we'll have clear skies with a low of 70 degrees. Your average temperature at this time of year is 73 degrees. Winds will be coming down a little bit, coming from the east-southeast at 5 miles per hour with gusts up to 12 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 23%. Sunset will be at 8:01 p.m. and the record low in 1954 was 51 degrees. Tomorrow we'll have sunny skies with a high of 99 degrees, finally out of the triple digits here, and a low of 69 degrees. Winds will be coming from the south-southwest at 7 miles per hour with gusts up to 14 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 23%. Sunrise will be at 5:26 a.m. and the UV index will be 10, which is very high. 4 hour, 7-day forecast will have lots and lots of sunshine here for you. Your high temperatures will be ranging from the mid to high 90s, and your low temperatures will be ranging from the mid to high 60s.
Thanks so much, Noah. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of News 46. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Have a wonderful evening. We'll see you back here tomorrow night.
Prup, are you getting tired of being capped on your internet? Well, not anymore. Wave Direct has no data caps, and with great local customer service, why go anywhere else? 30-day trials are available. Call 775-253-3887.